Everyone. My name is Tiffany Disco, and I am with Co-op Radio, and I am very excited to be playing or to be sitting here with someone that I play a lot on the Emo Diaries. Hey, nothing.
Oh,
Hey,
hi, how are you?
good. How are you?
So good.
So I am. Yeah, like I said, I've played you guys so many times on my show, so I'm really excited to finally get to talk to you. You're from Georgia,
Mhm.
and I think Atlanta for sure is pretty much for like it's like the hip hop scene and everything.
Sure.
Is there really a big emo folk scene where you guys come from? Or are you kind of making the
I
way?
think so. I think when we started, we played a lot of like DIY emo band kind of house shows and basement shows with some really cool bands from Atlanta. Um, we've recently moved from Atlanta to Athens, so we're not as plugged in anymore. But I think there's a really good emo scene there, and in Athens, like all the indie bands there, I feel like they have a lot of emo roots. So there's a lot of like unspoken emo in Athens and Atlanta. It was a dream come true. I That's been my favorite band since I was probably 16 or 17 years old. Um, and I think we were so nervous to meet him for the first time. And we got there and we were like shaking, and then we walked in and immediately he's just like he's the most professional, and like he's so insanely good at what he does. And he makes it so easy to be creative in a room with him, but he's also the most like silly and like easy person to get along with and be around. He really made us. He got us to put our guards down so fast.
Yeah, he's extremely funny.
Yeah,
And he has the same humor as us.
he's also really smart.
Yeah,
He's a really smart person.
but he also like cares about us as people, and
Yeah.
like in like the first day we met, I feel like
It
we
was like
spent
8 hours.
yeah we spent 8 hours just kind of like talking and shooting the shit.
But we wrote maybe like one verse that
Yeah.
day, and
Wow.
like, just like maybe switched around some chords in the song. But yeah, it was a lot of just hanging out. Not
Yeah.
like, and that's how it's supposed to feel. I think.
Yeah.
That's how music writing is supposed to feel.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you remember, like, I don't know, as kids or whatever, what the first moment was that made you want to play music?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
I think going to Shaky Knees.
Shaky knees, yeah, in Atlanta, that definitely ignited something pretty heavy inside us. And I think the first time we ever like played music, we were both. I was in orchestra for a little bit in middle school, and Harlow was in band, and then I quit orchestra and joined band. And we both like played percussion, and I mean, we kind of felt it in our bones since we started playing music. And Harlow could sing a little bit, and I could play like the guitar a little bit. And as soon as we started singing together and playing music together, we kind of just really knew it. Something about it, like I don't know. The energy of it just kind of flowed through our bones and our whole bodies in a really weird way.
Why did you decide to play like emo folk? What about that speaks to you as
I think emo folk is some of the most honest and vulnerable music out there, and I think that's a lot of what we were listening to when we like decided we wanted to make music. So I think it's just always been kind of ingrained in what we do, and the things that inspire us are the things that make us feel the most. And folk music definitely has done that forever, and emo even more.
so do you find that it's easy to merge the two? Like they're kind of from a similar
I think they are. I think they are. Yeah. We just wrote a song on a new album called "When the Rain Comes." That's like pretty. It sounds like a classic folk song, and it's pretty like standard, like simple instrumentation. But there's something about it that's also like super emotional and has a weight to it. I don't know. It's easy. It comes pretty natural.
has your writing style or your performing style changed in the time that you've been together?
Ooh, I think absolutely. It absolutely does. Yeah, I think the crowds are always changing. We're always kind of like. The biggest part of the shows is the crowds, and I think whatever the crowd brings that day is going to determine how we play, or like just the overall energy of what we're doing on stage.
Yeah. Um, and then earlier this year, you embarked on your artist writing. So what was that experience?
Oh, it was beautiful. It was really
Magic.
beautiful. Yeah.
Touring is like the only thing we've ever wanted to do. It's like play live music and with our friends, with our band, and Yeah, and then getting to like fill rooms in states like we don't know these people. They're just like, and then they all show up, and we all like want to do this thing.
Exactly. I know it's so interesting just because it's like it is really hard to fill a room with people in general, and then we fill a room and we go and we talk to the people and we get to like have the experience with the people, and it's so insane to us that we've like accumulated such a beautiful and kind of fan base. So they make it so easy and so incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome. In your experience on the road, I know right now you're with Cage the Elephant. Just previously, has there been another musician that's given you just like a really sage piece of advice that you could think of?
Mm. I mean, Manchester Orcs, Andy Hull is a mentor for sure. He has answers. He's kind of done it all and been there. But I like. Yeah, I mean, this is the easy answer, but our bassist Tommy Troutwine has his own band and he produces music, and I view him as like a pretty huge mentor, and he usually knows what's going on. Um, I can't think of any specific advice, but he just always has like the greatest point of view about things and the greatest attitude about how music should be played and made, and he helps the boat.
Yeah, I feel like something that we get told a lot, like by other bands, like how they they can see that we're like authentic, or like they there's a lot of compliments of like authenticity. So I feel like the best advice from other musicians is like just continue to be as to make what's as true as possible.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I guess my last question is just is there anyone that you're looking forward to seeing at the festival that you haven't seen yet, or anyone that's just blown your mind so
I'm
far?
gonna see McGee tonight, and I've never seen him, and I'm not even a really huge McGee fan. I'm excited to see him.
Yeah.
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 Like, I agree. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
It's
so
been a pleasure. Yeah.